Hi guys. So this is the second part of my update. I wanted to get a little more personal and vulnerable with you guys, and I really do lack things to talk to you about. So in a previous video I asked you guys what you wanted to see. I noticed that most of my views come from my nursing colleagues and nursing students and people just thinking about nursing. And I thank you guys. I thank all my new subscribers, and I love you guys. But there's not much going on there. There's not much going on in my life, period. But I thank you all for watching, and I really appreciate that. And you guys might just be my best friends. Anyway, besides all that silliness, like I said, I just want to be more vulnerable with you guys and let you know what's going on in my life. That's part of the reason why I got on YouTube, really to vlog, and it's somewhere where I can go back and look at my mistakes, because I make a lot of them. And without further ado, I gotta tell you about this guy. Yes, honey. Yes, you want to go get your wine, get your drink, get some tea, get some coffee. Pause this. I'll wait. You good? Okay. Anyway, so I mentioned this guy, I think last summer, and or around Labor Day. I don't think I gave him a name. I don't think I want to give him a name because he doesn't want me talking about him on YouTube, and I've sort of kind of learned from that, but not really, from the stalker situation. But I don't think this is going to court of law. At least I hope not. He's not really internet savvy, so unless I show him my videos. Anyway, all that to say, I'm not giving this guy a name. He'll be just that guy because there's not too many guys. So he'll know who I'm talking about, and you'll know who I'm talking about without me saying any names. So he and I met, yes, I'm going back, years ago. And we talked, we had great conversations, mostly about sex, because that's what I tend to talk about with guys, because they all think I'm a hoe. And it was like maybe a month and a half that we were just straight talking on the phone, getting to know each other, and it was awesome. I loved it. I never had that experience with anybody. It was always, let's go out, hook up, never see a guy again. Or something, it'll turn into something and then it fizzles out. But with him, it was different. And when we did finally meet up after that month and a half, we of course slept together. And me, being the girly girl that I am, stuck my claws in and got all attached, and feelings got involved. And not really knowing him and knowing his lifestyle, got upset when he didn't come over, when he said he was supposed to come over. I freaked out. And that was the end of that. I don't remember who stopped calling who, but it just ended. We were both mad at each other. Excuse me. So a year maybe passes by, or two, and he calls me out the blue. And every time he calls me, let me just preface this. Every time he calls me, all I'm thinking is, this boy just wants sex. I don't even want to talk to him. I shouldn't answer the phone. But, of course, when he calls, I have nobody else in my life. Female, male, friends, family, whatever. So, I'll bite. I answer the phone, and the same thing happens. We have these great conversations, and then we end up sleeping together, and I didn't blow up because this time I expected it. I almost blamed myself, like, you shouldn't answer the phone in the first place. And something just happens, it fizzles out, and I never speak to him again. But I think that second time we didn't sleep together. It was just like touchy-feely, making out kind of thing, and just didn't work out. And I think the third time might have been around the time with the stalker. Sorry, this video is probably going to be a little longer than I want to, but I'm getting personal with y'all. I appreciate it. Anyway, yeah, the third time was around the time of the stalker, just when it was getting big before I went to court and all that other stuff. And I remember this guy telling me that he had a stalker too. Like, he wasn't man enough, I guess, to take it to court. It just kind of stopped. He changed his number and whatever, and it ended for him. So he called me, and I was like, I answered because I remember thinking about him and his whole situation while I was going through my situation. And he called out of the blue again and was like, I was just thinking about you. Mind you, it was another year that had passed that I hadn't spoken to him, and he lives in another state. And to be quite honest, I have no idea exactly where he lives. He so-called lives here, there, and everywhere. I have an idea, but he's never, that's besides the point. Anyway, yeah, so he calls me and we start talking again, and then we went out for drinks, and I don't know if it didn't turn into anything, but whatever, it didn't work. I really had more restraint at that time, being so sensitive about the stalker and just guys in my life, where I think I just pushed them out or I didn't give them a chance. And then last year, was it? Yeah, I think it was last summer around Labor Day. He called again. I was talking to somebody, and I really was hoping that it would work out with that somebody because I knew him longer and I wanted him longer. But it wasn't meant to be. But with this guy, we started talking, and same thing happened as it normally does, where we have these great phone conversations, and neither one of us likes really to talk on the phone, but we stay on the phone for hours, and it's almost like school days where it's like, you hang up. No, you hang up. You tired? I'm not tired. I mean, I'm sleepy. I'm not sleepy. You remember in high school or in middle school or whatever, when you're young and you first start talking to boys or girls, whoever you may be, and you're on the phone and you just don't want to hang up? You don't have anything else to say, but you just don't want to hang up? That's how it is most nights with us. And I love that. And I like that innocence, and I didn't have that really in high school. So it's kind of exciting. It's better than the sex, I have to say. I'll get to that. But, we'll have these great conversations, and this time it was months before we saw each other, and things were taken a lot more slowly. Like, we didn't just jump into the sex. But, somewhere around New Year's, he said something that just threw me over the roof, if that's an expression. If not, I coined it first. Anyway, I just couldn't, it was unforgivable. I just couldn't talk to him anymore. It pissed me off. I blew up, and look at my nature. I'm not one to blow up. I kid every once in a while. I'm sarcastic and cynical, but for me to yell, my heart rate pumps. It's like fight or flight. Like, I'm a runner, not a fighter. And it just caused me to blow up on him. And so I stopped talking to him. And then actually for my birthday. So from New Year's to my birthday, we were not speaking at all. I haven't heard from him. We were just done with each other. So I thought, he called for my birthday. No one acknowledged my birthday this year. But he called for my birthday, or sent me a text or something like that, just saying happy birthday. And I said something to the fact of, I still have bad vibes from him, and I didn't want to deal with him. And even though I appreciated that he called, I was not in a place to speak to him, and I let him know that. And that pissed him off, and according to him, he vowed never to speak to me again. Then in June, I got my first nursing job, and I told everybody in my address book, including this guy. And so we started talking again. Yay. And then you can see I don't really tell stories. Be grateful I'm sharing. Yeah, and I'd say end of July, early August, somewhere around there. His birthday's in August. That should give you a clue who it is if you know my circle of friends. But his birthday was in August, so I gave him a birthday present. I gave him some birthday sex. So ever since then, we've been on and off with the sleeping with each other. I've been really kind of flaky because I know how I am. I catch emotions very quickly. I can't separate sex and love and all that other stuff. So I told him that from go. He still wanted the nookie, so I gave it up. And now I'm just like, I don't want it anymore. Even though the feelings are there, sort of, kind of. I can't do that to myself anymore. And I know there's a lot of females out there. I don't know if I'm asking for advice at this point or just someone to relate, because I know a lot of females go through this where you have sex with somebody and you think there's no strings attached, but all of a sudden you find yourself attached. And I don't know what to do. He says that it's more about the friendship than the sex. The sex is the icing on the cake, but he cares about me. So, I don't know. And it's been a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks since we last slept together. And right after we slept together, I said no more sex. I was foul, and I sent him a text message saying that. And then with that, I had the intent of not speaking to him again. Just washing my hands of him, because I know that I can't be friends with him if I want to sleep with him, and I still want to sleep with him. The conversations are okay, but if he can't have sex with me, he can't talk sex with me, and he's even said that he can't be around me until he can physically feel unattracted to me. And unless I get disgusting, that's not going to happen. So I've been kind of not avoiding him, but not really, let me call this guy. So I don't know what to do. I know I'm leaving some stuff out, but I didn't want this video to be too lengthy. But too late. Anyway, guys, give me your insight. I'll share more later. Anyway, bye.